Oh my gosh. Is anybody there? Sorry, I'm a little late. Trying to prepare some food for myself here. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, let me go outside. Who goes there? Wait. No, it's not for you. My first day here, let's go. Oh shit. It's what's up, dude? Vladislav Batsiuk. Vladislav Batsiuk. What's up, Vlad? Can I call you Vlad? Is that okay? Ah, from Ukraine. Ukraini. Welcome, dude. Welcome. This is not far from my first day here too. I did this yesterday. Oh my gosh, my dog is nagging at me. I did this yesterday for the second time. And it was really cool. I got people from all over. I got people from Pakistan mainly, I guess, actually. But there you go, you're our first viewer from Europe. Ukraine. I was a little unprepared here, but let me set up. It's your birthday today, 11 p.m. here. Finding your channel today was very inspiring. Oh, dude, that's sick. Thank you, dude. Oh my gosh, my dog, dude. Happy birthday, too. I saw your comment earlier. I was surprised you found that video. A lot of those videos don't really get viewed or anything. Enjoy your food, I'll get myself some tea as well. That's a good idea, man. Calm down. Let me know when you're back. Oh. Oh my god. 7 viewers. That can't be real. I'm back, was watching a video about starting to believe in yourself. Oh god. Not that one. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you feel inspired, dude. I really appreciate it. That video particularly is very very vulnerable. I mean, like, I don't know. Haha, I'm digging raw and real stuff. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm trying to do. I feel like, I don't know, I just can't do edited stuff. Not too much, at least. I feel like it's just too... There you go, dude. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of things just don't feel real to me. Like, I don't know. Or I don't resonate with some stuff. Jesus, my dog is bothering me so hard. Calm down. Calm down. Currently on a journey of finding and rebuilding myself as well, dude. That's what's up, man. Everything feels so simulated. Indeed, dude. Especially nowadays, like content is all like short form. It's all super edited. Like the people speak super fast. Like it's edited, so like I feel like a lot of people. Oh my gosh, my dog, dude. A lot of people have gotten used to hearing people talk like sped up, not sped up, but like edited. You know? Hold on, let me finish eating this bite of food. Yep, decreasing people's attention spans. Exactly. Like I feel like, you know, I hear a lot of content creators like talk about how they're kind of forced to do like short form content and to like play into the short form content like trend, but I don't know, like I don't want to, you know? Like I want views, I want to succeed, but I want to do it in a way that's real, in a way that's raw. And like, I don't know, I don't want to contribute to making people's attention spans worse, you know? Man, I'm so happy I don't even have a smartphone for the last year. It took so long to return to normal attention span. That's cool, dude. Do you mean like you got rid of your phone so that you wouldn't like scroll TikTok and stuff? Like you purposely got rid of your smartphone? Oh my god. Jesus. A mosquito found my food. Like I've tried to like cut down on, like I've deleted apps, I've deleted like Instagram. Um, I think that's the worst one for me. Luckily I never got on TikTok. Snapchat, I used to scroll a lot. I got out of the habit finally. I think the worst one for me is like reading like negative comments, like on Instagram or something, just going into the comment section and just reading everyone being super negative, super hateful, super toxic. I think that was one of the worst for me. And news, like really negative news, or news about like terrible things happening in the world, you know? Hold on, give me a second. It broke, and I didn't have spare money to get a new one. Currently using very old mobile phone as an MP3 player during my work outside. Oh, that's cool. I feel like sometimes, you know, or actually all the time, you know, like anything bad, quote unquote bad that happens to us can be served as like a blessing, you know? Like it's what we make of it. Like some people might think like, you know, it definitely sucks to like break your phone, but there are things we can do to like leverage the situation and make the most out of it. Turn the negative into a positive. So yeah, I mean like you lost your phone, that sucks, I'm sure. But you got to get away from all the social media and all that shit, you know? Yeah, my worldview changed so much, it's crazy. What do you think? I don't view things as bad as, oh yeah, bad sounds good anymore. I agree, man. I don't believe in wrong, in good and bad. Maybe right and wrong. No, I don't know. Same, in this sense. Oh, like I don't know what will come out of it. Same, in this sense. You don't know what will come out of what. Yeah, I guess good and bad is different from wrong, right and wrong, huh? Right and wrong, yes. Yeah, because like you want to do what's right, but I think it's subjective. It's what we think is right. I think what's good to one person is bad to another. and labeling things as good and bad just a lot of times just makes things worse, I think. What do you do for work, Vlad? Or yada yada too? Where are you guys from too? Or I know Vlad is from Ukraine. Where are you from, yada yada? I just started a business. You're from Louisiana? No way, dude. No way. That's sick. I don't think I've ever met someone from Louisiana. It's one of those states that's just kind of way out there, you know? What outcome will come out of the situation? Like that old story about Chinese guy and a horse. Oh, I know that one, dude. My business is an advice line. Oh, that sounds cool. What kind of advice? Hey, come over here. Relax. I'm living in a village and working on a vegetable farm with my parents. Holy shit, dude. That is something for real. That's unique. That sounds really cool. How do you like your life, your lifestyle, your work? Living on a village, working on a vegetable farm. We're not all gators and swamps, lol. Emotional support, really. Oh, that's cool, dude. Certainly. Hey, Shadow. Calm down. Please. Please? Hey, what are you barking at? Emotional support, that's cool, dude. I feel like that's definitely needed these days. A lot of, mental health is just getting worse and worse. People are getting more and more lonely, more suicide, more depression, more ADHD, more autism, just everything in the world of mental health is just getting worse and worse. I have almost no money, but my wealth comes from having a lot of time, good relationships with family, nature, good hobbies, etc. I agree, dude. That's where I'm at right now. I'm not making like any money besides like a bit of passive income from investments, but yeah, I like this past like month I've just been trying to prioritize just I don't know, focusing on the things that matter. My relationship with myself more than anything. Jesus Christ, my dog, dude. Hi, it's Jason. How's it going? What's up, Jason? I'm alright, man. How are you? Oh my gosh, you guys are talking so fast. I can't keep up. Business is slow, sadly. I see. Are you in it by yourself, Yada? Or is it like a joint business? I rate my lifestyle as 8 out of 10 lately. Before mindset change was 3 out of 10. 100%, dude. 100%. Nyan? Hello, Nyan. What am I having? That's a good question. It's chicken Alfredo that my mom made. It's alright. Was funny dog. Reminds me of many I know. Yeah, he's fun, he's cute, normally, but sometimes he's annoying when he's barking, and he's still a puppy, so he, like, we basically have to, like, take care of him like a baby, sleep with him, take him out to pee every few hours. I don't know, he's a lot, but we're trying to do it all together as a family. I'm in it all alone. I see. I knew a dog named Annie. I visit often. Nice. What kind of dog? That bracelet is surely from Asian countries. It is. This is from, well, have a guess. I'm sure you can guess where it's from. Bonus points if you can guess where in the country it's from. It's almost like eating with a friend, so cozy. Yeah, live streaming is really interesting, dude. A I mean, it's insane, dude. Like, you guys are all over the world. Nyan is in Vietnam. You're in Ukraine. Yada's in the US, in the middle of the country. Jason, where are you from, brother? I'm not sure where Jason's from. Where are you from? Yada, I am from California. California. Los Angeles area. But she unfortunately passed away not too long ago. I miss her. I understand that, dude. Before we got this dog, we had a family dog named Snuggles. And we had her for like 15 years. And she actually passed away like a week or two before we got this puppy. So that sucked for a while. And that's part of what, that happening was like my first loss in my life. Like I hadn't really lost people or like, you know, pets, whatever. And so that was kind of a big start to shifting my mindset and my channel and like, I don't know. That and then when I lost a really close friend like a week later. But yeah. By the way, just so everyone knows, I see all the comments. I'm just reading them one by one so I don't miss them. So it's not that you guys are lagging, it's just that I'm going one at a time so that I don't skip anyone. I took it off months ago. Oh, you had the same one and you took it off months ago. That's cool. Why'd you take it off? Jason says, I'm from the United States. What part of the US, Jason? We have someone from Louisiana. I'm in California. Yesterday we had someone from Miami, Florida. Actually nearby, LOL. Oh boy. Nearby by state or nearby by city? I figure at some point people will show up that live pretty near me. I don't know what pace to go at sometimes. I feel like if I always talk, like, I don't know, it might be that some of you guys are trying to type up a big paragraph or something more like deep or sentimental. So I don't want to go too fast. But, yeah. Jason says, yeah, by state. I see. So it's either, what, Nevada? Not Nevada. Nevada, Arizona, and Colorado? No, Utah? Not exactly, but New Mexico? Is New Mexico border California or is that Texas? I've been traveling. I've been in other places of the world too much that I lost my familiarity with US geography. And I can't afford to do much traveling in the US too. I would love to, but it's expensive. Let me finish off my lunch here. Get my protein in. Nice piece of chicken. Alright. You have my full and undivided attention now. Talk to me. What's going on, guys? Why is it chat quiet? I don't know. It's hard to tell, you know? Like sometimes like you know, like I want to be vulnerable. I want to be honest, and like, you know, I think it's harder to talk about things that are vulnerable. And so like, you know, if there are people in chat that want to share things that are like, I don't know, more deep, more hard to share, like I kind of want to give them time to. Like it's just kind of like a void. I don't know if people are like typing, or if they just have nothing to say, or if they're not there, or what, you know. Haha. Not a lot of folks here, Jason. I see. Indeed. Indeed. That's so wild though. This is so cool. Vietnamese, American, Ukrainian. That's sick. I actually have a cousin who went to Ukraine. Um, he doesn't do, or he used to do YouTube. I don't know if he's very active these days, but he went to Chernobyl and he vlogged it. He like recorded a lot of it on a GoPro. Pretty cool. Yesterday there was a bunch of people from Pakistan in here, and you shouldn't drink a lot of water while eating. That's the funny thing, man. There's different answers all over the world. Um, like even just on social media, online, like you'll hear people say like, oh, you shouldn't drink water while you're eating. Oh, you should drink the water before you eat. Oh, you shouldn't drink any water at all. Oh, you should drink it as you're eating. You should drink it after you eat. I think it's just differences, you know? Like in China, like they all drink water warm or hot. And so it's really strange to them that I like my water cold. But yeah, I've been working a lot lately. I see. Wait, is Yada still in here? Yada was the one with the business. What do you work in, Jason? Yes, we should drink it after eating. I see. For most of my life, I've thought that I should drink it before I eat. Well, that's what my mom would tell me, I think. Before I eat, so that you have water in your system, and it kind of fills your belly a bit, and you're not as hungry, like you don't eat as much, you don't overeat. I like drinking whenever, though. Whenever I'm thirsty. I work as a bat boy for a team at a water park. A bat boy? What is that? My one of my best friends on Discord, he has like his profile picture is this character. It's like a fake character someone made up called Bat Boy. It's like this guy, he's like buff, he has like wings, and he looks like a bat. He calls him Bat Boy. So when I heard Bat, but I didn't know Bat Boy was a real thing. What is a Bat Boy? A bat boy for a team at a water park. I've never heard of that. LOL. You supply bats for the players. Players? Like, baseball players? At a water park? Oh shit, there he is. Leo Staples is back. Incredible. In the flesh once again. Like when I think water park, I think of like raging waters. What are the main topics of this channel? Question mark. Haven't looked deeply into content yet. That's a good question, man. That's a very good question. I guess the best thing I could answer is I want it to be a reflection of the things I care about and the things I value. I'm interested in travel vlogging. Um, I don't know, like I want it to be like a sandbox for myself. Like I want it to be whatever I want it to be. I want it, you know, I think like we all grow as people and like the content's gonna change and shift, and I want to be able to try new things and experiment and not stress so much about views. Like I feel like a lot of people, that a lot of content creators I've liked, they reach a point where they start getting stressed, they start not liking it, it becomes like a job, you know? I want to make sure that my YouTube channel is something that stays true to myself and what I value. But right now what I want is to try like travel vlogging, showing people different parts of the world, different life in different parts of the world, and just sharing my experience, my thoughts and stuff. But I'm just trying a bunch of things. I mean, this is barely my third time doing this, and I really enjoy it. I've thought about like live stream, like travel live streaming. I don't know how viable it is. There might be like safety concerns with that, but yeah, I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things I want to try. But generally, probably like travel vlogs, but not like the super expensive travel vlogs. Like more so showing way of life, talking to people, like conversations with locals, like stuff like that. I think. Epic, Leo Staples says. Also, I work at a water park, but there is no team. I'm confused, Jason. When I think of a water park, I think of like Raging Waters or something where like it's just water games, like slides and raft rides. But it sounds like you're saying, um, I don't get where the baseball I don't get where the baseballs are coming, or the bats. I don't get where the bats are coming from. What are the bats used for? Travel, sandbox, experiment, authenticity. I'm in the right place indeed. There you go, dude. I'm glad to hear that. That's my hope. Um, you know, I want people to be here. And you know, thank you to actually no one that was here yesterday is here now. Besides Leo Staples, thank you again, Leo, and Nyan. Nyan just dropped in for a bit yesterday as well. Um, but yeah, there was a bunch of people from Pakistan in here yesterday. They probably will join a little later. Um, but they, shoot, what was I saying? Oh, they were showing a lot of love. They're showing a lot of love, and you know, I want people to. The sentence I say is like I want resonance, not reaction. Like I want people to resonate with me, as a person, with what I want to do, with the things that I value and I care about and I'm passionate about. I want people to resonate with to resonate, not react. You know, I don't want people to just like view it and react to it. I want it to be thought provoking or like, you know, inspiring or um, just paradigm shifting. You know, I feel traveling for me has been extremely life changing fundamentally, and there's nothing more like powerful than awareness. Like awareness that there's another way to do things, another way to live, another way to whatever. You know. Um, I'll help. LOL. I work as a thank you for the help. I work as a bat boy for a baseball team at a field, and I work at a water park. Okay, I see. I see. I see. And the bat boy carries baseball bats to players and handle their equipment. Right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I see. I see. I see. What does that mean? It sounds like something I would hear in a Korean song. I see. I see. How do you like being a bat boy, Jason? How old are you too, if I can ask? I see. I see. Spicy chicken sandwich is bussin'. Where? What spicy chicken sandwich? Wendy's? Burger King? Carl's Jr.? Um, Burger King? I already said Burger King. It's a fun job, the players are cool, and I have good bosses. There you go, dude. Yeah, I think like with any job, you know, like you kind of hear about like the worst case scenarios. Like I feel like as a bat boy, like what I would think is like players getting pissed off at you, or like letting out their frustration on you and shit. But I'm sure that doesn't really happen. Yeah. Chick-fil-A, I see. I've had Chick-fil-A like once. It's okay. It's alright. I know a lot of people feel very strongly about Chick-fil-A though, so I respect that too. It's just my opinion. I am 19 years old. I see, dude. That's not bad. 2 jobs at 19 years old? Not bad, dude. I feel like YouTube is the same too. I mean, anything, right? Like there's the great aspects, which most of the time it's mostly good stuff, mostly great stuff. But then there's like the worst aspects. Like YouTube, I imagine at some point I'll reach a point where like I'll get haters. Maybe I'll get people harassing me or talking shit or whatever, you know? And I think for a long time that's what held me back. The fear of criticism, fear of judgment, hate, all that shit. But you know, it is what it is. I can't change people, I can only change how I respond, how I act. Younger than me, hee hee. Well, nyan, 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 nyan. I think that's it, right? Nyan. Because it's the up caret. Nyan. 1 cent every time you breathe, or 1 minute a day? 1 million a day? Nyan? Nyan. Nyan. Is it nyan? Right? Because it's the up one. In Chinese, this one would be nyan. Nyan. But it's up caret, so is it nyan? Nyan. Nyan. Oh shit, another Viet has joined the chat. My full name is Phang Nhok. Phang Nhok. Nyan. Nyan. Phang Nhok Nyan. There are 2 n in it. Ha Feng Tao. Ha Feng Tao. Tao. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a bee. There's a bee on me. Nyan. Hi, Nyan. Hi, Nyan. Nyan. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yes. Yes. I think my, like my thing that tells me how many people are in here, I think it's not accurate. Sometimes it says 0. Right now it says 4. That might be true. But I think it's a little delayed. You pronounce my name quite well. Nyan says, haha. Thank you, dude. I try my best. I speak Chinese, so I know the Chinese tones, but I know that there's a lot more tones in Vietnamese. Ha Fong. Ha Fong Tao. 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 Ha Fong. Ha Fong Tao. Ha Fong Tao. Vietnamese are cool. There you go, man. You have 2 of them here in the chat. Why does McDonald's Sprite taste better? Have you ever thought about that? I have not made that observation. I don't know. Leo got some great questions. He's asking the real questions out here. Maybe they put more sugar, I don't know. I guess I don't eat McDonald's, or I don't drink soda that often. I drink like Coke Zeros, or like Diet Coke and stuff. But I haven't had a Sprite in a while, and definitely not a McDonald's Sprite. Where am I? I am in the US of A, in the area of Los Angeles, California. Where are you? Ha? Ha. Ha Feng Tao. Ha Feng Tao. 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 I assume you're in Vietnam. I am from red square, yellow triangle. Vietnam. There you go. We have a few Viet subscribers. Nyan. Then there's some other dude. Or are you the other dude? Is this your first time here? Ha Fong Tao? Or have you watched me play League once? I remember there was another guy from Vietnam that was in my League chat once. I should ask myself about McDonald's too instead of deep philosophical stuff. And maybe I'll be more chill. It's not should, man. It's do you want to. Do you want to? Like as in like, I feel like, I was just talking about this to my friend yesterday. For myself, and I think in a lot of people, like, I feel like we think, like, should is like a very, it often doesn't serve us. A lot of times we do things because we think we should do them. We should get a job, we should make money, we should, I don't know, a whole lot of things. But I feel like, you know, that's the beauty of awareness. Like, if you're aware that you want to change something, you will desire that change. And it's not about, I should do this, it's I want to do this, you know? It takes awareness to create desire. Awareness is everything, man. I love awareness. It's fucking sick. When talking, you just need to say my first name is Tao. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like Chinese, it's flipped. Tao. Tao. LOL. They surely put more sugar in it. Probably. Maybe. Also, I'm sure you're probably joking, Vlad. But I do like, I do feel like the difference between should and want, like a lot of times, like I've caught it in myself a lot, where I do things because I feel like I should, rather than actually want to. But how much? Like if they put sugar in it, wouldn't they have to mix it? Maybe it's the ice ratio. Maybe there's a good ratio between ice and Sprite. Maybe other places put way too much ice, so it waters it down and it doesn't taste as sugary. Maybe that's it. I need to fix my posture. I keep leaning forward. Maybe I can do this. I'll just have it on my lap. Have you tried Vietnamese food yet? Is that for me? I have. My ex-girlfriend really loved noodles. And before dating her, I had never really tried Vietnamese food, I don't think. But we had a lot of like pho, banh mi, the classic. So yeah, I've tried it. Particularly like back when I was in college, I ate it pretty often. It was really well priced. Leo says, oh, I assume that's to my statement about ice in the Sprite, maybe. Leo Staples, I've had a Vietnamese sandwich. It's called banh mi. Banh mi. Did I say it right? Banh mi. My dog wants to be in my lap too. Let me bring my dog back on stream. Here he is. My puppy. My family puppy. He's a lot of work. His name is Shadow. He's a half Chihuahua, half Wiener dog. W, says Leo. Thanks, man. Do you guys have pets? Dog is on top. Yeah, he's on top right now. He's very small. He doesn't, it's not often he gets to be this high up on my knees. Yeah. You have a pet? I've had a kitten before. I've had a kitten, but it died of something. It was sick. I have a fat cat now. Nice, dude. Yeah. I've had like I guess in my whole life I've had one rabbit, one dog, and now this dog. 2 dogs now. But yeah, it sucks when our pets get sick and die. I watched my rabbit die in front of me. He got sick from something, I don't know what. That was a long time ago though. Maybe I can do this. Boom. Maybe this. Sad face. Indeed. Yeah. It was really sad when I was a kid. Hearts. Oh my gosh. That's the first time I see reactions. I forgot these are here. A lot of hearts coming in. Thank you. He looks cute. Yeah. He is. He bites a lot. And he's starting to bark a lot. But he is quite cute. You wanna go? What is that? More hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Laughing emojis, is that what that is? Oh, oh, see, look at him. He likes to bite. He likes to eat my necklace too. Or try to. Alright, I'm gonna let him down. Yesterday, oh, I remember what I was saying earlier. Yesterday, we had a bunch of Pakistanis in the chat. And I asked them to describe their country in 1 sentence. Or in a bunch of words. Nyan, how would you describe Vietnam in 1 sentence? Or in a phrase of words? Leo is American, yeah? How would you describe the US? I don't know who else is in here. Ha Fong Tao or Tao Vlad. What's Ukraine like these days, dude? I don't know, haha. Fair enough. Fair enough. I haven't even thought about it myself. I don't know how I would describe the US these days. I feel like as I've grown older though, in general I feel less and less, what's the word? Less and less fond of the US. I don't know. I mean, people are people anywhere in the world, but I feel like fundamentally, there are a lot of problems in the US. Although that's any country, really. It's any country. I think it's just fundamental differences, you know? Like, I feel like like I enjoy being in Mexico a lot more than in the US. And, you know, it depends on the person, right? Like in the US, we're very individualistic. I think a lot of people are very lonely, don't have much community. It's a lot harder to. Like in Mexico, I really enjoy it because it's like everyone's super nice, everyone talks to you, they take interest in you, very friendly, not closed off. You know, it has its own problems. There's discrimination, there's racism in Mexico too. A lot of people don't know about that. But I don't know, I just feel very isolated in the US. Bro, I can't even say ma'am to someone. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It depends who you say it to, right? Are you in a grow tent, boss? A grow tent. Is that like a tent where you grow weed or something? I'm not. I'm just in my backyard. It's just a canopy. It's a tarp. But it would be nice to be in a tent. I like being in tents. Ukraine is facing a tough time because of war, but there's good stuff too. I'm mostly spaced out living my chill little life, so can't say much more. Yeah, dude, that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know. It's something I've thought about a lot. Like, I think ultimately, you know, I think everyone wants to help others, unless they've experienced something really negative, really shitty, where like they lose their empathy for others and shit, and they want to see the world burn. But I feel like, you know, you kind of have to, you can't like burn yourself to keep others warm. Like that's a phrase in the US. I think it's, I don't know, I've heard it here. You can't burn yourself to keep others warm. Like you have to take care of yourself, take care of your own well-being, to some extent, you know. You can't live only for yourself. I think fundamentally that will lead to unhappiness. But, you know, it's hard not when like the world's fucking burning. I mean, I don't know, it's tough, right? Because like part of it is our perception. I mean, here in the US, I'm sure Ukraine is completely different. You guys are literally in war, right? I'm sure we have no idea what it's like there. But like in the US, like I think a lot of us, we spend so much time on the internet, so much time watching news and like on comments on social media, to the point where like we don't, like we perceive the world in a very skewed way, or we perceive reality in a very skewed way. And that's part of why I went to China and I started traveling in general. Like I had such a pessimistic, like negative view of the world, and I thought people were really shitty. And part of that was my friend group. I had a really toxic friend group, but I wanted to reset, you know, to get out of my bubble, to, I don't know, just feel connected again. I guess in retrospect, I didn't feel connected. I felt really isolated. And I feel like, you know, part of the beauty of traveling is that you can like, you kind of regain your hope for humanity, you know? Like, I don't know. It's a lot, the world is much different when you're like out in person, and like if you're never on the internet and you're just out in the world talking to people, meeting people, your perception of the world is going to be completely different as opposed to if you're not in the world at all and you're always on the internet, you know? And so, yeah, just my opinion, my experience. But I feel like part of it is certainly, our perception is skewed because we're constantly exposed to negativity, internet, social media, the news. But it's a beautiful world out there, man. And I think that's part of, you asked about my channel earlier, I think that's part of what I want to show people. Like, you know, I feel like if you're like me, you know, I grew up playing video games online, all this shit. And it was, yeah, I don't know. Like I've been on the internet Yeah, what Leo says, this generation is lost. That's what it feels like, right? It feels like this generation is lost. Um, and maybe it is, you know, who knows? But I believe that we have to be the change that we want to see, you know? And I think, you know, the world is a fucking huge place, man. I've never fucking been in Ukraine. Ukraine's probably massive. I've hardly even seen any of the U.S. in like relatively, like I've been to like five states, maybe 6 states. Like the world is huge. The U.S. is massive. China is humongous, dude. Russia humongous. Ukraine humongous. The world humongous. India humongous. Pakistan humongous. It's huge, huge, huge world. And I feel like, you know, our perception is our reality, and sometimes, you know, we don't realize that there's other ways, that there's another way, that we can leave, that we can create the life we want. And you know, I think going to China for me was realizing like the world's fucking humongous. There's just absolute diversity everywhere. And you know, oftentimes it's just, if something feels wrong, like it's true, like something, you know, our feelings are our feelings. We choose how we respond to our feelings, but I believe our feelings are always valid. And you know, I felt like something was off here in the US. I didn't feel like I belonged. I didn't feel like I was connected with people, that I could be vulnerable with people. And I felt like leaving, and I did, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. Completely has changed my life, and I wouldn't be here doing this if I hadn't done that, you know? Every moment, man, every moment matters. Like, like if Leo Staples didn't drop in the very first time I did this, like a week ago, Leo Staples was the only dude in here, you know, for like 20 minutes. You know, if he didn't drop in, like I might have not wanted to give this another try. And then I did another try yesterday, and that was amazing. And now I'm doing it again today, and this is even better, you know, it's going great. And so, you know, like every moment matters. All it takes is one moment. One moment can change your whole life. And I guess I want to be that moment, you know? I want to make content that becomes that moment for other people, so that people can change their life or see a new way, you know, if they're unhappy with their life. I'm in the mood for a chili dog. Wiener Schnitzel or what, dude? Sometimes all it takes is one person in one moment. Exactly, dude. That's the thing. We're all just humans, man. We're all just one person. I'm just a random fucking person on the internet, you know? And it's the crazy thing, like even someone who might seem very important in one country, like no one gives a fuck about you once you leave that bubble, you know? Like if I'm like a huge, let's say I become fucking viral and I'm like huge in like LA, California, and I'm famous. As soon as I go to fucking like Mexico, like no one's gonna give a fuck about me, you know? No one's gonna know me. And like, you know, in some ways that might seem like sad, but I see it as liberating. We're all just random ass people, man. So why not just fucking do us, do ourselves, do the things we want to do, live the life we want to live, and just go all in, man. Take those risks. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just one person living one moment to one moment. But that's all anyone ever is, man. The greatest rulers, the greatest, most influential people, just an individual, man. It all starts with one person. So yeah, you guys got me. You guys got me getting a little not riled up, getting passionate out here. Passionate monologue, passionate speech. I like it though. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. In 2017, everyone was happy. That's true, man. I mean, well, it depends, right? It sounds like in your experience that was true. In my experience, that was definitely more true than it is now, you know? In fact, the person I am today, the person I am right now before you, is a lot more similar to the person I was in 2017. And that was part of my journey of rediscovering myself, was realizing like I used to be way, way, way more happy and content and proud of myself, loved myself. Um, and I lost that at some point, you know? And now I'm back, baby. I'm back. For the most part, you know? But yeah, I agree. 2017, definitely a period of my life where I was pretty happy. But I think I've reattained it. And I wouldn't take anything back. I don't regret it. I'm happy with how my life has gone. The good and the bad and the ugly. It all leads us to be who we are today. That's what I believe. Some people are never happy though. That's true, man. And I think that's the greatest tragedy, you know? Like, like I mean, I used to be like that, man. In my darkest years, I was extremely unhappy. And I just looked at the world as an excuse. I was pessimistic. I blamed others, blamed myself. Um, and that's the thing, man. Like, regardless of, we can't control the external. Like, the world is out of our control, you know? Like, all we can do is control our response. And, like, whether the world is fucked or whether it isn't, you know, I want to try my best. I'm choosing to try my best to be the change I want to see, to be the very best version of myself I can be. And the rest is going to be history. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I have a really good feeling about all this, and I feel like I'm on the right track. And yeah, I'm feeling good about my path, my vision. I've been there too. Yeah, dude. Was it over COVID for you, or when was it? For me, it was over the COVID years, like 2020 to 2023 or so. Can you guys see my dog still? I think so. I can't tell. It's a little hard to tell where the frame ends. I think right there. Oh yeah, you guys can see him. He's biting my pants. I think this is one of those moments where I assume there might be some typing going on, so I don't want to go too fast or fill the space. I want to let it sit. 2017 was avoid negative people. 2020 was avoid positive people. Interesting. Is that like that's what you believe, or that's what you feel like the world is like, or what do you mean by that? A lot of different stuff. Now it's just a backstory. I see. Yeah, I mean, what else can we do, right? Like, it's up to us what we choose. You know, whatever the worst experience of our life are, it's up to us how we choose to define ourselves and how we respond, right? Not to take away from how hard it is as an experience and how negative or just maybe even world shattering it is. I mean, that's really what. Stop biting me. That's really what started out this journey, was losing a really close friend to cancer. That was just a huge paradigm shift in my life, and it was horrible. I was devastated, but you know, it was fuel to the fire. Okay, get out of here. It gave me the strength I needed, the fuel I needed to realize it's time to change. It's time to pursue the life I want, to be the person I want to be. COVID was in 2020. That's true. COVID was in 2020. Are you saying like through COVID people wanted to avoid positive people? That's sad. I assume you're referring to my friend dying. It was sad, yeah. was about a month and a half ago. Not too long ago. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it fucked me up. I mean, I even, like, you know, I've basically been posting almost daily since then. So, you know, I mean, I don't expect any. Hey, calm down, get out of here. Stop. Oh my gosh, my dog, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, no, don't bite that. Come on, get out of here. Move. Yeah, like, you can basically, like, see the whole journey just in, like, via my thumbnails and via my titles. You know, like, you can see every day that led up from there to now. And you know, it's incredible for me too to see all that and to realize how quickly I've made progress and changed my life around, and it's beautiful. I love it. I'm proud of myself for that. Around a month. My condolences, man. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it was tough. Death is always lurking around the corner. That's true, man. It was my first time losing someone close to me. So it was really rough. You know, you can never really prepare for it, I guess. There's just something, I mean, it's death. It's the finality of death, man. It's crazy, but you know, it's up to how we respond, you know? No matter how hard it gets, you know, I didn't want it to destroy me. I wanted it to build me up, to take lessons from her life. And yeah, I mean, one of the things that I knew is that she died regretting a lot of things. She had a really rough relationship with her family, and there were a lot of things she wanted to do, places she wanted to see, things she wanted to experience again that she didn't get the chance to. And so it was like a huge wake-up call for me, man, to create the life I want, to not, you know, one of the things she mentioned was like living life on other people's terms, like her parents' terms, not living life on her own terms. And I think that was like the biggest takeaway I got. I want to live my life on my terms, and that's what I'm doing now. That's where I'm at now, man. And I want to, you know, I want to inspire other people to do the same, because we only get one shot, man. We're only here for one life. Well, I guess it depends what you believe. Hold on, give me a second. We only have one shot, is what I believe. And yeah, I want to make the most of it. I want to make sure that I live life to the fullest extent possible. Be proud of myself, love my impact. Be proud of my impact in the world. Know that I made a difference. You know? So yeah, this is the start, man. This is probably just the beginning, you know? You never know, who knows? Nothing's guaranteed, but I think I'm down the right path now. I'm down the right road. And yeah, I'm gonna continue down that road. I want to continue down that road of pursuing my own life, my own dreams. Not let expectations and judgment and criticism and all those things get in my way, you know? Makes me want to revisit my bucket list of things to do during this lifetime. There you go, man. There you go. That's exactly what kind of what I was like talking about earlier too. It's like, oh my gosh, the dog is crazy, man. All it takes is like, you know, one moment, man. And you know, a lot of, like, we can be that moment for other people, you know? Um, Words are powerful. I realized I was extremely afraid of using my voice when I was doing vlogs a few months back. Stop biting me. Go, go, go. Yeah, like I realized I had extreme anxiety about voicing my thoughts and like using my voice. And so that's actually how a lot of this started. Was I just started recording myself speaking out loud, um, and that started like a month ago. And you know, most of those videos got like no views. um, some of them a few, but you know that's the thing. Like everything is an investment. You know, everything is valuable. Every experience can be valuable. It's up to us how we leverage it and how we choose to make it valuable. And you know, like to someone they might think like, oh, like I'm filming like just a video of myself basically doing this, but to myself, just talking to myself. You know, I did that for like a month. No real views or outcomes from it, but the personal impact, the personal outcome was immense. Like it was so therapeutic, it was so helpful. It made me way more comfortable behind the camera, way more confident. You know, I want to be someone, you know, I believe that our voice matters. You know, a lot of times we can believe it for other people. Like I could say, Vladislav, your voice matters, right? But then if we say like, if someone asks me like, oh, does my voice matter? You know, we'll probably stumble a little. Like we're our own worst critic. And I think, you know, sometimes the things we believe for other people, we don't believe it for ourselves. Or we believe it, but we don't really put it into practice. So, you know, I believe that all voices matter, but I wasn't living my life in a way where I was giving importance or value to my own voice. So I wanted to, I wanted to become someone who's comfortable using their voice. And I think I have. I've made a fuck ton of progress. I didn't make many subscribers off it. I didn't make many YouTube views off it, but you know, it's just 1 month and all of that, doing it every day came a long way and has brought me to where I am now. So, yeah. I feel like my viewer count thing is pretty glitched. I don't know if anyone's still there. Are you still there, Vlad? I'm here, yeah. That's so weird. It says I have 0 viewers. Yeah. What's on your bucket list? It says 1 viewer for me. I'm getting 0. 0 viewers. Or it says 0. I'm surprised the Pakistanis haven't come in yet. I streamed a lot later yesterday though, so maybe they were thinking I'd come on later. What are some of the things you want to do in this lifetime, Vlad? You know, that makes me curious, because like I feel like a bucket list for like someone in the US is probably extremely different from a bucket list from someone in Europe. What are yeah. And I'll be right back too. I'm gonna go get some more water. But I'll be back in like a minute, Let me put my phone to charge though. I had some crazy stuff there, around 100 items. Holy moly, that's a lot of items, man. Hold on, give me a sec. Dang, I'm trying to get my phone to charge, but it's not. My charger isn't working. I don't know why. Dang, my charger isn't working. I'm at 20%. Let's see. Let me go inside and plug my phone in, and I'll continue from in there. It's pretty hot out here too, although I do like it out here. It's a nice vibe, nice little wind. What are some of the any examples of things on your bucket list, Vlad? Dang, dude, yeah, excuse the break. I'm thinking what I'm comfortable sharing. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. No worries. Whatever you're comfortable sharing, brother. Let me, I guess it's a good timing of the break because I need a migrate as well. So let me go inside and plug my phone in. Give me a second. Or a minute, I suppose. Oh my gosh, what is my dog doing? Get that out of your mouth. Come on, what are you doing? Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me set up again. Oh my gosh, I probably look so weird, dude. Okay. got it. My phone is charging at last. Alright, let me get some water. Let me turn on the fan because it's hot in here. Okay. I'm back. Back to a message from Leo Staples saying, "Bro, I was gone for a few minutes. How are you over here?" Oh, nice crib, my G. Thank you, man. I wish it was my own though. Actually, I don't. It's my parents' crib. But hey, man, a crib is a crib. But yeah, I don't own it. It's not mine. I just reside here for now. For now. But I'm thinking of moving. Not moving, but or I guess moving. Moving out for like the summer to Mexico. How's that? Is that better? The lighting. Let me try turning on the light. Oh man, I'm kind of tired. Gotta go, says Leo. For sure, dude. Take care. Have a good day out there in eastern United States, man. Vladimir. I'm sorry. Vladislav. Patsyuk. Jump with parachutes. 100 push-ups. 1500 chest elo. Build my own house someday. Do a public speaking. My personal website. Okay, dude. That sounds sick. That sounds super sick. Jump with parachute. I would be so scared, man. I assume you mean like 100 push-ups in like in one sitting or something? 1500 chess elo. Oh man. I've played chess, but I'm no good. Building my own house, that'd be sick. Public speaking, dude, start now. Do a live stream tomorrow. You can do a live stream. Practice your public speaking. My personal website, okay. Explore life in different forms, basically. Travel in there too. And then travel, or push-ups in one go. I see. That sounds cool, man. Have you gone to do a lot of your bucket list items over the years? Or like when did you make a bucket list? I've never made a bucket list myself. Not like officially. I've had just thoughts. What do you want? not so far ago, had some scattered dreams here and there, so decided to put them together. I see. There you go, man. Hmm. Haven't thought much about making a bucket list. But I don't like to force it either, letting life unfold in its own ways. Some balance. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Never worth forcing anything, really. I think we'll grow. As time goes, you'll probably grow and change. You'll want different things. You'll prioritize some things over others. You'll realize that some aren't important anymore, that some are more important. Are you a big traveler? Like, have you traveled much in your life? No, I'm far from it. How do you feel about that? It sounds like you want to be a traveler. Although I lived in Russia 1 year, so that's one foreign country. There you go, man. Yeah, I feel like with traveling, like, I think the experience matters a lot more than like I feel like it's, uh, it's not so much like a checklist, or like it's not as fulfilling to make it like a checklist, like to just try to like go to certain countries. I think what matters a lot more is the experience you have, and I feel like you can have a very rich experience in anywhere really. I want, but have some difficulties with that, but intend to change it. Yeah, I assume money is a factor. It tends to always be one. I think that's the hardest part. The most challenging part is actually the money and the time. I feel like a lot of people want to travel, but they feel like they can't. You're right, making the country counter is sort of a trap. Yeah, I think so, dude. Um, yeah. I mean, like for me, even like I realized, like I was traveling a lot in the past year, but for a lot of it, I was still unhappy. It's kind of like anything else that's like pleasurable, like eating cookies or playing video games or scrolling TikTok, social media. Like the more you do it, the more you get desensitized to it. And I think a lot of times when we think of traveling, we think like vacation, like seeing cool things, going to the seven wonders of the world, like cool shit like that. And I think like in my experience, like I kind of felt shitty because like I was seeing these really cool places, but I was actually not really enjoying it or appreciating it. And yeah, also going fancy touristic places only as a job. Yeah, I think what I want to do now with traveling is like make it about the people, like show people that like you can enjoy life anywhere. Like, does that make sense? Like people are living life everywhere in the world, and they all live it very differently. And I feel like for a long time I felt that like, oh, like maybe I'll be happy once I like if I live in this country or in this country or over there, blah blah blah. Or if I just travel all the time. And I still want to in some way, but I think what makes traveling enjoyable is actually like the connection, like meeting people, talking to people, experiencing new things, seeing new ways of life. Not so much like the touristy stuff. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like for me personally, I get desensitized, and it's also really expensive to do the touristy stuff. Super expensive. But yeah, I taught in China for a year. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. So I lived out there for a year, and I've also traveled a lot in Asia, in Mexico over the last year. Um, but yeah, it sounds like you said you lived in Russia, so you probably have a similar experience to some extent. Shadow, calm down. Where's your toys? Let me find my dog one of its toys so it stops. In a way, you not having tons of money, as you mentioned, is propelling you towards your path, which is cool. Exactly, dude. That's what I love about it. It's like it helped me realize that having a lot of money won't make me happy. You know, it's to a certain extent. Like, obviously, like if you're like having food insecurity, if you like don't have a shelter, if you're constantly stressed, all that is gonna really fuck you up in your health. But like, you know, like the standard of living here in the U.S., like it's so high, you know, compared to so much of the world. But still, there's so many people who are really unhappy, and I feel like fundamentally we fall into this trap of like thinking that happiness can come from objects, from obtaining things, from buying things. Um, but I think fundamentally it's impossible. It's flawed. And yeah, to the point where like now, like I intentionally want to not pursue money. I intentionally want to live frugally and just exist very simply. Um, and so yeah, I mean everything is perspective. You can turn any negative into a lesson. You can learn from any experience, including the bad. You can learn the most from the bad experiences, you know? They're necessary, they're gonna happen. But yeah, and so essentially what I want to do now is like for the summer go to Mexico and live in my dad's village. um, Although it's more like a small town. It's kind of big for a town, I guess. But yeah, just live in a village, exist super cheaply. Um, Rent would be like, I mean, dude, like the things people pay for rent in the U.S. is insane. Like the place my aunt is gonna think. I'm thinking of renting a place for my aunt for like under $100 USD a month. But a lot of people rent for like 10 times as much, like 1,000. No, for what I'm getting, it would probably be like $2,000 a month here in the U.S. It's insane, you know. Like I feel like most of the money in the U.S. like it goes to just existing, to renting something, to just existing in a space. Um, and so yeah, I mean, I want, you know, I've lowered my baseline. I can be happy with very little, and I can exist with very little. Just food every day, eating food, sleeping, working on my YouTube, trying new things. And so I want to go there since I don't have a job. Or I kind of do, but not really. Um, but yeah, I'm not making much income. So I'd rather than get a job and work and not be able to have the time and energy to dedicate to doing what I really want, something like this, I'd rather live for super cheap and take a risk, you know, pursue my dreams, my true desires, the things that are fulfilling and uh, yeah, fulfilling for me. Mexico sounds spicy. Some of it. Do you mean spicy? I assume you mean spicy in like food. A lot of spicy food. A lot of food is not so spicy. It's very hot sometimes. I don't know. It's the same as any country. A lot of different food, different weather. But yeah, over summer it would be like hot and rainy. It's like the rainy season. Um, but yeah, a lot of spicy food indeed. Food reference, and in a way that should be an interesting country to visit. Yeah. No, yeah, my family is from Mexico. My parents are from Mexico. My grandma is on vacation today. It's a good way to put it. um, no, yeah, Mexico's cool. I think, it's hard for people in the US to be in Mexico because it's like very, it's very different. A lot lower standard of living, but I mean, I really enjoy it out there, and yeah, I I would miss certain things. I wouldn't be living as comfortably and stuff, but it has what I need. I could get food. I can get to know my family more, build those relationships, and that's something I want to do anyways. I want to get to know my family better, spend more time with them, and just experience life over there some more. So even if like everything fails, and like in the worst case, like I don't know. Let's say like I go over there and I lose subscribers, or like I get banned off YouTube. That would suck. That would be terrible. But like even if that happens, like it's not a waste of time. Nothing is a waste of time. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, maybe I think that works. Nothing is a waste of time. It all depends. Even if we waste our time for 2-3 years, all it takes is realizing that we wasted our time for that to be the fuel to make some crazy change, to pursue something new, something that isn't a waste of time. And it'll give you more passion for the things you do want to do after doing a lot of the things you don't want to do, if that makes sense. You said, LOL, making silly mistakes. It's alright, man. I mean, you're Ukrainian. There's no expectation to be perfect in your grammar. You probably speak better English than a lot of people from the US. Than a lot of Americans. I don't know. It is what it is. How many languages do you speak, Vlad? I'm gonna guess at least 3. English, Ukrainian, and Russian. Especially if you lived in Russia. I'm angry on myself because I was a smart kid and lost part of it because of unhealthy lifestyle and depression. Yeah, 3. You? I also speak 3. I speak Spanish, English, and Chinese. You said, I'm angry on myself because I was a smart kid and lost part of it because of unhealthy lifestyle and depression. How do you feel? How does being angry at yourself affect your response? Does that make sense? Like, it sounds like you're saying you're angry at yourself because you should be doing better. You should be smarter. You should have better English. Because you used to be a smart kid. You used to have a healthier lifestyle. You used to be less depressed. Is that kind of it? Yeah. Yeah, I've fallen for this myself as well. One of the things I realize is like a lot of times what holds us back isn't like, in a way, like what holds you back might not even just be the unhealthy lifestyle and depression. I feel like a lot of times the guilt and the anger and the shame is what actually holds us back. like let's say, you know, I mean, like I feel like that was my experience too. Like just in the past months, I thought I should be X, Y, and Z. I thought, you know, I felt guilty or ashamed for not being where I thought I should be. Because I was like a smart kid too. I was like the top of my class in high school, highest GPA, and I went to like a really prestigious university. I went to UC Berkeley, um, which I think, I don't know if it still is. At the time, it was the #1 public university in the world. Yeah, LOL, same. Yeah. And so, like, you know, that's the thing. Like, the question for you is like, why why should you be those things, you know? And like for me, yeah, top of the class in great uni. Yeah. For me, what I realize is like, that's what people expect of me. That's what other people want. That's what other people think I should be. That's what my mom wants me to be. That's what my peers think I should be or think who I am, you know? It becomes part of our identity, but it's not who we want to be as individuals, you know? And that's kind of been my journey, is like, you know, basically for the past like month, I was just voicing my thoughts so I could kind of become aware of it, you know? Working on traumas and suppressed emotions and beliefs too. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Literally, exactly, dude. What might help you a lot, or like, have you thought about, yeah, it gets better and brighter. It already has, dude. Like, who I am right now in front of you is not who I was a month ago. Not even a week ago, dude. 2 months, not even, dude. It's been immense change and very quick. Um, and I attribute a lot of it to like voicing my thoughts on camera, because a lot of times we're not aware of our thoughts, we're not aware of our emotions, we're not aware of our beliefs. And if we're not aware of all those things, then we're not aware of our actions, of our habits. And our habits, our beliefs, our identity at all, or our habits, our beliefs, our actions at all, plays into our identity. And we become someone who we're not, who we don't want to be. We become someone who other people want us to be, who other people think we should be. And eventually we internalize it and we imprison ourselves. We become our own prison guard, and we internalize it, and now that's what you hear in your head probably, right? You're saying you feel angry, you feel like you should be doing better because you were a smart kid, you know? I feel like for myself it was the same, but I realized that I internalized that from people around me, and from how I let other people identify me and how I came to identify myself, you know? But all it takes is one moment, man. One moment. Valuable advice about voicing thoughts. Appreciate it, and we'll put it into some use. Might be some video diary. Yeah, dude. I mean, whatever you want. You know, we're all different. Um, you know, you can try a whole lot of different things. Some people, like I've tried diaries, like journaling. I don't know. There's something about it just too slow. I feel like my mind is just rapid fire. Like I need to like be able to voice it in real time to really get it all out quick. So it could be worth trying, dude. I definitely recommend it. It's what really has helped me, honestly. And you know, that's kind of why I like this now, because I had stopped doing it for like the past week. I used to do it every morning, like every day, and then post it to YouTube, but no one really watched. But you know, the very first time I did one of these live streams, I was chatting with Leo Staples for like 20 minutes, but then it was like an hour and a half of no one saying the chat. So I just chatted with myself. I just voiced my thoughts. And you know, if you weren't in here, if no one was in here, that's what I would be doing. I would just be talking out loud and voicing my thoughts. It's super helpful, but you know, it's always, I think they work differently. Chatting with someone versus chatting with ourselves, it's a bit different. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to chat to people too, you know? It's just different experience. Neither is good, neither is bad. It just is what it is. But yeah. Are you active on YouTube? Like, do you do anything on YouTube, or do you just mostly like watch stuff? Have you posted at all? Are you still there? Did I lose you? Oh, never mind. There's some delay. I don't know. My viewer count is not accurate. I tried to record some stuff, but it was lame and I deleted it. Might try again sometime. There you go, dude. That's exactly it, you know? Why was it lame? How did you conclude that it was lame? Oh my gosh. My eyesight is terrible. Oh my gosh, my eyes are like... I think I bent my glasses recently, and now I feel like... I don't know. Let's not go in there, lol. Fair enough. Only if you want to, only if you're comfortable. The reason I ask is because, you know, I feel like we never know how people will see things, what people will think, you know? Like, I've posted so much shit that, like, I have the thought that it's lame, but then, like, sometimes it blows up, sometimes it doesn't at all. Sometimes I get hate comments. Not really, maybe like once. But, you know, I feel like what I found for myself, what actually held me back was that I thought it was lame. And I think we tend to be our own worst critic. And, you know, I think there's a lot of videos where I uploaded them and I really wanted to delete it. I hated having it up online. But I kind of, like what we were talking about earlier, like, I realized I could leverage those fears. I could leverage that feeling. I wanted to be someone who can post whatever I want, who can be true to myself. And so, you know, even though I felt a certain way or believed a certain thing about my videos, like, you know, I wanted to try my best and to be honest with myself and be like, all right, you know what, no matter how shitty it is, no matter how shitty I think it is, even if people hate on me, like, I don't care. When I filmed it, I enjoyed it, I wanted to make it, it was important to me, so I'm gonna leave it up, I'm gonna upload it, I'm gonna leave it. And I'm gonna sit with that discomfort, you know? And I feel like that's part of processing the emotions, processing the negativity, the trauma is, you know, a lot of that I think actually stems from emotions that are suppressed. That's been my experience, at least. A lot of suppressed emotions, really negative experiences in the past that, you know, it kind of takes, I mean, just like the video you watched, that you commented on, how you found me, you know, like that video, it's all been essentially like exposure therapy, like trying to expose myself to things that make me uncomfortable, to things that trigger me, that make me anxious, that make me insecure, that make me scared, that make me self-critical, that make me ashamed, guilty, all these things. And then it's like, you know, triggering those feelings intentionally and like observing my thoughts, building that awareness and figuring out, okay, like, where is this coming from? Where did it come from? Why do I believe that I should be this? Why do I believe this is lame? Why do I believe this is cringe? Like, where does that come from? Right? And what I found is that most of those internalized beliefs weren't my own. They were from other people. They were from what I thought humans were like, hate comments, social media, my toxic friend group in the past, you know? All these things. And so I think it takes building that awareness of yourself to be able to decide what is actually you, like current you, like who do you want to be? What beliefs and thoughts and feelings that you have align with who you want to be? and you know, kind of process the ones you don't, let go of them, build that awareness, and then decide where you want to go and try to act. Just do your best to act in a way that aligns with what you want to be. You know, like if, for example, I want to be a YouTuber. If I want to be a YouTuber, I'm gonna have to make a lot of mistakes, make a lot of shitty content probably, and it's gonna suck. I might get hated comments. Who knows? You know, and that's what scared me for so long, but that's what is necessary. You know, and I want to be someone who doesn't let the fear of what might happen stop me from doing the things I want, the things I care about, the things I'm passionate about. So, yeah, for myself, I realized there was so much fear, so much anxiety, so much insecurity, and yeah, it took a lot of processing to realize all that, and to realize who I want to be and who I was then and who I am now, if that makes sense. It makes sense. I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, what do you think about all that? Does that sound... Would you say your speaking skills has improved since you started your channel? Dude, absolutely, man. It's not even like since I started my channel, like you could even go 1 week back, 2 weeks back. How like confident and like comfortable I am right now, just a week ago, you know, huge difference. I think that's how I experienced it, at least. I'm curious what it's like to someone who isn't me, who's someone who's like observing. But I feel like it's tangible. Like you could, I mean, maybe not a week. And if you go back a month, I think certainly huge difference between my confidence, my comfortability back then versus now. Your energy is on point. This is true. Oh my god. My eyesight when I take off my glasses. What the heck? Oh yeah, I already read that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think my energy. You know, there's one vlog I did in Malaysia. It's my most popular video. It got like around 4K views, which is a lot more than any of my other videos. And I think the reason was that video, I had really good energy. I was very comfortable for the most part, especially when I started the vlog off. And so I think what it actually is like, you know, I think we as humans, like, we can kind of sense, I don't know, like vibes, energy, all that shit. Like we can kind of sense when someone is like being honest, being authentic, being vulnerable, like shit like that. When someone's like comfortable with themselves, like when they're proud of themselves, they love themselves. You know, like the less you're worried, the less you're stressed, the less you're thinking, and the more you're just in the moment, like present life, just living. I think the more people feel that, you know, it's easier for them to talk to you, for them to listen to you, for them to resonate with you. And I feel like that's something I realized in the past, and something I wanted to work on is like, I mean, for its own sake, I wanted to be me. I wanted to be my own self. I wanted to find myself again. I think some people, I don't know, it's kind of like a cheesy phrase, but I wanted to be me again. And it's been a lot of work, and I think it's all paid off, and I've reached the point now where, like, I think I've gotten pretty far, and as I continue, it'll just keep improving. Like, I have that momentum, but this time it's positive momentum. in the past, when I'm not aware of my thoughts, when I'm not aware of my feelings, not aware of my beliefs, it's keeping me who I am then and there, but it's not who I chose to be. It's who, some of it is myself, some of it is expectations, some of it is my parents, some of it is society, all these things. And so the more you're aware of, like there's a channel, I don't know if you're familiar with him. His name's Dr. K on YouTube, healthygamer.gg. Super, super cool channel, super awesome guy. He's this like Indian psychologist, but he's like American, I think. And he like, just a mental health beast, expert, just amazing. Great content, yeah. Do you know him? Are you familiar with him? Dr. K? Yeah, he talks about this, where like, what I was about to say, like, if you're not aware of your thoughts, then your mind is probably controlling you rather than you controlling your mind. And if you're not in control of your mind, then, your mind's everything. It's the starting point. I watched a couple of his videos, plus following him on Twitch. Oh, there you go, dude. That's so sick. Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Honestly, like, sometimes I say, like, most of my ideas, I mean, my experiences are my own, but a lot of my ideas, or just like my knowledge and shit, comes from, I don't know, learning from other experts. Learning a lot of it, I watched a lot of Dr. K. I haven't as much recently. I think I've like finally reached the point where like I'm really solid and I can kind of steer my own wheel. But he was super, super pivotal, super important in the process. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the wisdom and stuff I learned from him. And yeah, he's a beast, man. I love him. One of my favorite YouTubers for sure. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the things he says really resonate. I mean, his story really resonates. Like, I don't know, he's cool. I love him. I love that man. He's a very positive influence in my life. And I think he's part of what can allow me to hopefully be the same for other people, My glasses are really flimsy. I need to tighten them. Now I'm curious about his story. We'll check later. Yeah, dude. He talks about it in a podcast. Let me type it in for you. I'm at my computer. Hold on. I think it's called Iced Coffee Hour. I think that's the podcast, the Iced Coffee Hour. I mean, that's the one where I heard some of his story that I'd never heard of. He talks about going to India and like becoming a monk. And he just kind of goes a little more in depth than anything I had heard in other videos. But yeah, super, super cool, dude. And yeah, he's doing a great job. Very inspiring. Thanks. I agree, dude. He's a beast. One of my favorites for sure. What time is it in Ukraine right now? Is it late for you? I assume it's pretty late. One a.m. Yeah, it's late, not super late. Or I don't know, it depends on the person. I used to sleep at like 3 a.m. for a lot of my life. What time do you usually go to sleep these days? I'm a night owl though. That's interesting. I feel like for farmers, farmers tend to work around like the natural, like, how do I say, the natural order of the world. Like up at sunset, up at sunrise, off at sunset type shit. Um, or what's your like schedule? How often do you go work with your parents, or like what time frames are you working? Um, I'm a night owl though lately around 1 to 2 a.m. Yeah, my lifestyle is unconventional. It takes an unconventional lifestyle to create unconventional people, perhaps. Somehow I managed to start work around 10 to 11 a.m. That's pretty good. That's basically me, except over here. Can't imagine how people do 9 to 5. I can't personally. I agree. I certainly don't want to do 9 to 5. I don't know. It all depends though, right? I feel like a lot of it is. It's what we value, no? If we have a job we love, like Dr. K talks about, like, he doesn't really want to go on vacations because, like, he loves his work and it doesn't feel like work. He thoroughly enjoys it. And so I think it all matters. I certainly never want to have a 9 to 5 for something I hate. I don't want to work a job I hate at all. Life's too short, you know? But, yeah. So do you work like 9 to 5 is like 40 hours a week. Do you work less than 40 hours a week? Yeah, I'm still searching for my passion, and money is not my passion. I agree, man. And I think more and more people are agreeing. More and more people would agree. I don't know, who knows? I feel like in the US, I don't know. I see so much unhappiness, and what's popular is not what makes you happy, man. What's popular is, in my experience, what I've perceived, it's still a lot of the same shit. Sex, drugs, women cheating on your girlfriend, having a lot of sex, getting money, getting cars, getting better jobs, better titles, more money, more cars, more girls. I'm just, all this shit, man. I work like 30. It's free schedule as long as I'm doing my tasks. It's my brother and my parents plus me. Okay, dude, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. I feel like, oh my god, what the heck? What is that? Hold on. What the heck? Damn, there was a cockroach on my table. Disappeared though. I don't know if I got it. Yeah, I feel like 30, 35 is a nice balance. I have a friend that's working full-time right now. He gets Friday off every other week. And so I think he still works 40 hours, but he does like 9-hour days. And then every other week he gets to take a Friday off, and he really loves it. He says like he would love to have a 4-day work week. And I think a lot of people would, you know? I think there's nothing wrong with working a lot. I think it's just a lot of people, it all depends on the person, right? Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, I had to, I found the cockroach again, I had to kill it. We've been having an infestation. Having a meaningful work in a good collective is great. Plus something that fits personally. Yeah, it's tough, man. I feel like, I think the thing is, like, we have to be honest with ourselves, because, like, I think there's a lot of people who are very unhappy, but, like, if you try to tell them they're unhappy, like, they feel like they're too deep, like they identify with what they do, like misery loves company, I feel like there are people who are very unhappy, and they like tell other people they should be doing what they're doing, because I think deep down they're unhappy and they're suffering and they want to see other people suffer. And so it's tough, you know. Ultimately, we live with ourselves. I want to take, I want to be less concerned with what other people are doing and how I think other people should live. I think like being being is the most important way to bring change. Like if I just choose to live my own life how I see fit and I don't tell anyone like that they should do the same, just focus on myself, just do it because it's best for me and really focus on being happy and fulfilled myself. I think people see that, people resonate, people will ask. I feel like in general, like anything where you're like if kind of like what you said earlier, you said like some people are just unhappy. It's true. Like if people are unhappy and they don't want to change, there's nothing you can do. You can't make someone listen. Like if someone's not willing to listen to you, it doesn't matter what you say and how much you talk to them. If they're not listening, they'll never change. So yeah, I think you know, ultimately the greatest thing we can do for ourselves and for other people, ironically, is to live a life we want, live a life we're passionate about, be the change we want to see, and people will resonate. Um, plus something that, oh no, you already said that. Meaningful work, yeah. Yeah, but it's a tough balance. But I guess like where I'm at now is like I don't want it to be a balance. Like I don't want to care about money. I want to go full on in and pursue what I want, pursue what the risky things I want to do that will be meaningful and you know, it won't yield me a lot of money. It's like an investment. There's risk. Starting a YouTube channel is risk. Committing to YouTube is risk. I might not make money for a very long time, but you know, I feel like doing it full time is what makes the most sense. Like that's how I can make the most progress. And I can exist cheaply for a very long time if I'm living in Mexico and I don't have much costs. What are your goals for this year? What month are we in? June? I don't know. I tend not to think so much about goals. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they can be helpful. I feel like the thing about goals though is like it's like I think for a lot of people goals becomes like a way of like we chase an outcome. Like I don't want to chase outcomes. I want to enjoy the process. So you know, if I say like, oh, I want to have 1 million subscribers, like Dr. K talks about this too. Like if I want to have 1 million subscribers, like having that goal doesn't help me get there. Like it doesn't help me know, okay, what do I need to do to get 1 million subscribers? I think it can be helpful, but I think just for me personally, I don't think about it too much. But you know, I want to be monetized. I want to keep growing, pursue the things that I care about, do things that I love, be happy with my work. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be anxious. I want to have the time and energy to dedicate my time and energy into the things that matter to me, the things that are important to me, the things I value. Family, making a change in the world, making an impact. So I think for me, I don't know what like the year will look like, but at least for like the next month or two, my idea is go to Mexico, do travel vlogs, maybe a bunch of live streaming, and just do YouTube. Do YouTube, exist for cheap, live very frugally, and see what happens. See where I'm at in a month or two. And I have faith in myself. I believe in myself, finally, after a very long time. Yeah. I try to avoid goals which have numbers in them, like a certain amount of money, followers, dates, material possessions, countries visited, for example. That's fair. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess in like a like with what you just said, I guess I could say like this year I want to, yeah, I guess I could be more like broad, more about like what I want to do, not in terms of outcomes. Like I want to improve my relationship with family. I want to improve my relationship with myself, grow as a person, be less controlled by fear, be the person I want to be, pursue the things I want to do. I want to make meaningful content on YouTube. I want to do the things I want to do, pursue my dreams, I guess. I don't know. Because there's always a bigger number, and this game can go forever, like a dog chasing tail. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Outcomes will never make us happy, man. Because we can always want more. We can always want more. And that's the trap. I mean, it's scary because it's what is like popular these days. You know, like I feel like a lot of the things that are very popular are fundamentally not going to make anyone happy. You know, having more cars, better car, more money, better job title, more sex, more girlfriends. I don't know. It's a mess, man. The world, I feel like the world needs change, and rather than give up, I'm gonna try. And I want to be the change I want to see in the world, you know? I feel like there's a lot of people who are lost, and I feel there's a lot of people who are lost and don't realize it. And that's kind of where I was a few years ago, you know? Before I went to China. And all it takes is like one moment, man, one person. I want to change people's lives. I want to be that moment of new awareness that there's other ways, there are other ways to be, other ways to live, other things to do, things to see, ways to experience life, ways to value life. And, you know, I want to make an impact, I guess, in short. Sense of enough is a blessing. That's the thing, too. We can always want more. Always, always, always want more. And that's the trap, the fundamental trap that I feel a lot of people fall into in a lot of the world. Yeah. How about you, man? What are your goals for this year? I keep playing with my dog's toy. I don't know how dirty it is. I don't think he likes this one very much. I'm at my computer, so I'm having a look at the stream from there, seeing if there's more information here. It's 3 p.m. Oh my gosh, I've been going on for over 2 hours. That's kind of crazy. That's really crazy. But it's been cool. I've been enjoying this a lot. I guess I was expecting some people from yesterday to pop in earlier. Maybe they're still intending to. I started pretty late yesterday, so maybe they'll pop in later. gonna assume that you're typing. It's probably a safe assumption to make. Main goals are work and health, plus looking for a new job, plus hobbies, plus might start a new education or some project like a website to have a more meaningful life. What do you feel makes a life meaningful? Or like how do you see these things making life more meaningful? I was looking for my flannel, but I don't know where it is. Meaningful in a way that my existence makes someone else's life better, at least a bit. Yeah. Fair enough, yeah. Ooh, wait. Can I wonder if I can, like when I grow vegetables, I'm happy that I can provide people with food. Yeah, dude, that's super cool, dude. My girlfriend's Chinese. She lives in a city, but her family was from like a small village in China, and her grandma still lives out there. And she's like thought of the idea before of like going and growing food out there and just living very simply. I feel like a rural life would suit her well. But that sounds cool, dude. I really like rural parts of like the U.S. or just in general. I feel like it's a lot more peaceful, no? A much more peaceful way of life. And I feel like, for people in the city, it's just so different. Such a different way to live. But yeah, I mean, humans, we're so adaptable. We live in such different ways all around the country, all around the world. And, what really makes some people happy doesn't really suit others. And yeah, I don't know. I think we have the power to change our circumstance a lot more than we think. It's peaceful in a way that we didn't have lockdowns here, and also got lucky that war haven't touched us. Small paradise in a way. Sun, birds chirping. I sense that, man. I could see that. That sounds super cool. There's like in China, there's a lot of like people that have gone really popular, doing like videos about life on a farm, life in like rural China. I think it's really cool, because like you never know the things that like we kind of seem very normal to us. You never know how other people might see it, It could be that your lifestyle is absolutely fascinating to a lot of people, to people who live in cities, which is a lot of people, most of the people in the world, There are people who have never been on a farm, who've never seen a farm, maybe, And so I don't know, like I'm curious to see what your farm is like. What it's like over there, dude. Hey.
¿Puedes caminar?
Sí, no sé qué.
Se hizo del baño porque está avergonzado. No puede caminar.
¿Cómo no? Sí puedo.
Ven, ven.
Más le gustan mis zapatos. Shadow, go outside. Pues ya estuvo afuera mucho, pero... I mean, it sounds peaceful, man. It sounds cool. What part of Ukraine are you in? If you don't mind me asking. Middle. Could I get like a region or a state or something? Any names? If you're comfortable. Let me pull up a map of Ukraine on my computer. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I've pulled up Ukraine. Poltavsky district. Middle of Ukraine. Poltavsky. I see Poltava. Let me see if I can find it on the map. Let me try typing it in. Poltavsky district. Wait. Did I spell that right? Poltavsky district. There's... Hold on. Okay, that's not it. This isn't it. This is part of Russia. Maybe the spelling is different for Poltavs. There's Poltavska. Poltavska. Is it that? I see a Poltavska district or oblast between Kiev and Kharkiv. Yeah, it might be it. Poltava. I see, dude. Kharkiv. Yeah, for a while early on in the war, I kept up pretty consistently. Yeah, Kiev is the capital. Yeah, I kept up kind of consistently with the war for like the first, I don't know, year maybe. Jesus, it's been a while now, huh? Kiev is the capital. I was born there. Lived there 11 years of my life. Oh, okay, dude. I think my friend or my cousin might have gone to Kiev. He went to Chernobyl. I forget what part of Russia, or what part of Ukraine that's in. Might be this. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, he probably flew into Kiev because he went to Chernobyl. But yeah, like I guess I'm familiar with some cities, some parts of Ukraine, but for a grim reason, which was from keeping up with the war. So I've heard some of these names: Kiev, Kharkiv, Donetsk, Luhansk, Mariupol. Stuff like that. what or I don't know. I mean, if you're comfortable talking about it, like what's been like your experience of the war? Like how has it affected you? You mentioned that didn't that much. Um, but what's like your experience? I don't think I slept very well. My eyes are like tired and dry. Last winter's blackouts and a lot of military technique moving around are the most memorable. I see. I assume so. Like lack of power and military technique. I assume that's like you're referring to like equipment and stuff. Like a lot of like military vehicles and stuff being moved around type thing. Unless you mean like military drills, like I don't know, people practicing like in the military, like doing drills and stuff. I don't know. Vehicles, I see. Yeah. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like I don't know. It's easy to like there's so many parts of the world that are so far removed from war. So it's hard to like really imagine, really like know what it's really like. I mean, even seeing it on a camera, you can still. It certainly helps. I think that's part of why the Israel-Palestine war is so insane. The whole situation was very intense during the first year. Yeah, I imagine, dude. Yeah, I think like I used to watch like combat footage from the war in Ukraine. There's a channel on YouTube. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name's Sivdiv, but he was like a foreigner, and he fought for Ukraine for a while. I don't know. He's a really weird, or not weird, but really interesting dude. He's like not a mercenary, right? I don't know. I don't know if he's a mercenary, but he's like fought in a few wars. But not like, I don't think his drive is money. I think it's because he believes in the cause. Crazy that he's alive. I haven't checked up on him in a while. But super interesting dude. Civ Division, or Civdiv. But yeah, he had like vlog, like basically like GoPro footage of like frontline type shit. And yeah, I mean it's insane. I mean I don't think he like got anything too insane happening to him. I mean he certainly didn't die. But I'm sure not everything that he captured or witnessed or experienced is on his YouTube. But yeah, I used to watch his videos a lot, and I kept up with the war in a way through him. What the heck? But yeah. last I heard, I think he's like, I think he was doing like van life. He was like living in his car, traveling or something. I forget. I'm not sure. Looks like he still posts videos. But it's just crazy, man. And it's sad. At the end of the day, I feel like it's really sad. You know, like US, China, I mean, not two countries that get along super well. Enough to, when it comes to money and economy and business, I think. But there's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of countries out there, you know, that have differences that they can't really get past. And it's sad. At the end of the day, I think it's really sad because, you know, everyone's human. And, I mean, here I am, dude. You're fucking in Ukraine right now. And I'm talking to you. We've been chatting for a couple hours now. And you're in Ukraine. And I'm all the way over here in Los Angeles, California. We're like halfway across the world, like literally. Actually, like you're actually like halfway across the world from me. Like that's insane. The power of like having a language we can communicate in, or these days even there's Google Translate, you know? It's insane that we can talk, especially at such a deep level, when we're from such far, far places. Completely different countries, completely different language. Luckily, we both speak English. It's crazy, man. But here we are. Truly insane indeed. It's the beautiful part of the internet. I have hope. I have hope. But yeah. It's easy to get accustomed to such things into life, but it's truly a miracle. It's incredible, man. You know, I feel like for a lot of my life, I've thought a lot about like meaning of life and stuff. But like, what does it matter, man? We're all gonna die. No one really knows. And you know, ultimately, regardless of what happens or what we think happens, what we believe happens, like, it's hard to say that this isn't a fucking incredible life. It's a pretty cool place. It's a pretty cool thing to be alive. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy, crazy world. I mean, just the world itself, you know? Even like the universe, stars, planets, the suns, the billions of suns, millions, trillions of suns. I don't know, all that shit, man. It's crazy. My dog is in my lap again. I think that's the tragedy too, though, is that life is crazy, man. Life's a miracle, but you know, someone can live their whole life with regret, with not feeling fulfilled, not doing the things they love, not spending enough time with the people they love, doing the things they love, being the person they love. I don't know. My dog is cute, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think I tend to focus on the negatives of my dog. He's pretty aggressive. He bites a lot. He barks a lot. He doesn't help me sleep. But he's a cute dog. Hello, my dear, says Gulnaz. Oh my gosh. Hello, Gulnaz. Welcome back. How are you? Hey, stop. Getting very sleepy over here. Was happy to chat with you. It's a rare thing for me to connect with someone. Thank you, man. I appreciate you chatting for so long and sharing your thoughts, sharing your perspective, your experiences. Certainly very, very cool to meet you, dude. I wouldn't expect to connect with someone at this level as well. So, thanks. Appreciate you. Have a good night over there in Ukraine. Hope to see you around, dude. Pleasure. I'm fine, thank you. That is great. Sir, where are you from? I am from America, USA. But my parents are from Mexico. Are you familiar with Mexico, Gulnaz? Do you know Mexico? Hey, what are you doing? You wanna go home? Today I seen your video. You are in China. I was in China. I'm not currently. I was in China for a year as a teacher, and then the past 4 months I was traveling around Asia with my girlfriend and spending time with her in China. But I'm currently in the US, and I'm thinking of going to Mexico soon, spending some time in Mexico. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Hey. Alright. I seen your video in Thailand. I saw. I saw you left many comments. I appreciate your engagement. You and Ezio both commented on a lot of my videos. I'm like 2.5 hours into this video. I was surprised. You're the first person from yesterday that's back. Actually, Leo Staples was in here, but you're the first person from Pakistan. There was 4, 5, 6 people from Pakistan yesterday, and you're the first one from Pakistan to come back today. So welcome back. How many countries did I visit? I've been to not that, well, I guess it depends who you ask. Some people would probably say not that many. I don't understand English very well. It's okay. No worries. I'll try to talk a little more slowly and simply. But I like you, thank you. I appreciate that. Now I've been to Canada, America, Mexico, China, Thailand, Malaysia, South Korea, That might be it. That's 6 or 7, I think. Mexico, Canada, USA. That's 3. China, Thailand 5. Malaysia 6. South Korea 7. 7 countries. Oh, good. Yeah. I try not to. I think it's more important to experience a country, to be in a country for a long time. Like I went to Canada, but I was only there like 1 or 2 days, so I don't really know much about Canada. I'm most familiar with USA, Mexico, China, and I guess Thailand. I was in Thailand for a month. Yeah, you visited 4 countries. Which countries have you been to? Which 4 countries? Why you not come in Pakistan? There's too many countries out there. There are too many countries. I've been to 7, and what? There's like 150, 160. If I could, I would. It would be cool too. But yeah, maybe someday I'll come to Pakistan. Jason says, wow, 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 wow. You're still live? Yeah, man, I'm still here. It's been 2 hours and a half. More than 2, wait, 120 plus 30. Yeah, 2 hours and a half. And we're still going. The thing is, I was here, I started like around now, yesterday, and that's when all my viewers from Pakistan came in, and no one from Pakistan had come back until 10 minutes ago. Gulnaz came back. So I kind of want to give everyone an opportunity to come back from yesterday, because a few people said they would see me today. They wanted to come back and pay a visit. Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Oman, and India. Wow. Oman, that's a country I don't hear often. In fact, it's a country I almost forgot existed, if I'm being honest. I haven't heard that name in so long. LOL, I accidentally misspelled wow. It's alright, man. I forgive you. Wait, is Oman... Wait, am I silly? Wait. Oman. Wait, where's Saudi Arabia? Or not Saudi Arabia, where's Dubai? Oh yeah, never mind. That's what I thought. Dubai is in United Arab Emirates. That makes sense. Okay, I guess Oman, that's not a country I hear much, you know? Oman. I see, that's cool. How did you like Oman? Or any of them, really. Which one is your favorite? Which country did you enjoy the most? I have not been to any of those countries. I think of those countries, I would want to go to India. India's very cool. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for. Maybe from saying welcome back. But that's cool, you're getting viewers from other countries. I agree, dude. I feel like it's exactly what I would want, you know? It is really cool. Yeah, it'd be super cool. I mean, dude, like I was chatting with, I don't know if you remember, if you were here when Vlad, I think you were here when Vlad was in here. But I was basically just talking to Vlad for like the past 2, like hour and a half maybe. hour at least. Hold on, my dog is biting my shoes. Let me. I had to toss a tennis ball, distract him. Yeah, I think it's really cool that I'm getting people from all over the world. I've got Ukraine, Vietnam, Pakistan, USA. I've gotten people from Chile, Turkey, Canada, Siberia, Italy. So, super cool so far. People, Oman. I assume you mean you really enjoyed the people in Oman? How old are you, sir? Question mark, question mark. I am 25 years old. I know Oman is an Arabic country. It seemed cool. Yeah, I knew it was in the Arab world. But I feel like it's one of those countries I hardly ever hear about, you know? I've never been to the Middle East, but I think it would certainly be cool to someday, you know? Yeah. I think the closest would be my trip to Malaysia. I got more of a taste of like Arabic culture, Muslim, Islam, Muslim religion, all that stuff. I know Oman is an Arabic. Oh yeah, you already said that. I know Arabic language. Okay, very cool. Like you know it. How well do you know Arabic? But I don't English. Yeah, it's mostly it is about Dubai for travel. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's certainly cool. I don't know. I guess like um the kind of travel vlogs I want to do. I was just talking to Vlad about this. Like, if you just go to like the coolest places, you kind of get desensitized. That's been my experience. Like, I've seen like a couple of like world wonders. Like I saw in Mexico, I saw Chichen Itza. I think that's the one. It's like a big pyramid, and it's really cool to see really cool places like that. But I think you can also kind of get desensitized. It's almost like eating Oreos or eating cookies. If you eat cookies every day, it's not going to be as special. It's not going to be as enjoyable, as pleasurable. So I want to travel, but I think I have more interest in showing people like lifestyles around the world, people around the world, focusing less on like the landmarks and stuff. But yeah, 140 little 1:45 a.m. You not sleeping? Question mark, question mark. It's not 1:45 here. In the U.S., it is 3:45 p.m. 3:45 p.m. So it's still a very young day, early day. Yeah. Jason says, honestly, there are so many cool places to go. I'm not sure which one. That's true, man. The world is huge, dude. It's massive. Like, I've traveled a lot in the past, like, year. But I've still seen so little. In the grand scheme of things, so little, man. I mean, just one country, like USA. I mean, we're both from the USA, right? Like, I've been to like 5 states out of the 50. It's absurd. The world is massive. You could travel your whole life and you wouldn't see most of everything, you know? Hey, what are you doing? But yeah. And that's the greatest part though. Like, you know, what's cool to you isn't going to be cool to other people. And so I think it's just a matter of going to the places that you really want to go, the places that are very interesting to you, special to you. And yeah, my dog is eating my shoes. Hey, eat this. But for now, I travel to the baseball field for work. Haha. Like, oh, I see, I see. How far is the baseball field? Do you have to drive there, walk there, bike there? Can I come to USA? Question mark. What do you mean? Like, are you allowed to? As someone from Pakistan? Is that easy? Oh, I see. Um, Honestly, probably not. I'm not sure. I know that it's a lot easier for people to go from the USA to other parts of the world than for people to. Or, sorry, it's easier for Americans to go elsewhere than for other people to come to America. The USA is pretty restrictive when it comes to visas, travel visas, and stuff. So it might be tough, but it's probably possible. I don't know. It's very expensive here. I don't know if it's worth coming. I mean, I don't really want to be here all that much. If I had a lot of money, I would. It'd be cool. I'd want to mostly travel, like the nature. You know, we have a lot of national parks, a lot of natural beauty. That's what I would want to do. But yeah, it's expensive here, man. It's super expensive in the USA. I sometimes walk, but I take the bus often. I see. It's good. It's good to walk. You know, I feel like a lot of the USA is very car centric. You need a car to get around, to do things. It's cool you have a bus, though. That's helpful for sure. I think that's part of what makes life so much more enjoyable in other parts of the world is like, you know, I mean, being in a car sucks. I mean, it's cool. It's crazy what it can do for us. But I feel like living day-to-day life needing to use a car is just hard. Like it's not very enjoyable. Traffic, huge commute times, shitty drivers, all those things, man. Oh, but I am too poor. Yeah. That sucks. I don't know what to say, you know. For being American, I would be considered poor probably. I have a lot of debt and not much money. But yeah, you know, I believe though, you know, we can find a way. I think if I was, you know, I want to leave the U.S. because I'd rather spend my money living somewhere else, experience life somewhere else. Like, I'm thinking of going to Mexico, and I can rent an apartment for like $100 a month, USD. Whereas if I tried to rent something here, I would at least be paying $1,000 a month, in California at least. So like 10 times as much. So yeah, it's super expensive. But there's a lot of the world you can travel even if you're poor, you know? There are a lot of options. You can volunteer, you can sometimes work. Like in Australia, a lot of people go and they work on farms and stuff to afford traveling there. There's a lot of options. I think, you know, it's all about committing to ourselves to do what we want to do and making something work. And, you know, no matter how hard it is, figuring out a way. But yeah, it's certainly harder if you're poor. LOL, yeah, I also get rides anywhere. From your parents, I assume? Family? Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to. A lot of cities in the US, a lot of towns are designed to require cars. Like, you need a car to get around, basically, you know? Yes, I want job. That's good. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure what life is like in Pakistan, you know? I don't know the first thing. So who knows? But, you know, I guess ultimately I want everyone to trust themselves, you know? We're a lot more capable of change and greatness than we think, than we believe sometimes. So you know, I think a lot of times we want jobs because we think we should want them. People tell us we should have a job, we should get a job, and then a lot, like in the U.S., a lot of people I feel work jobs that they hate and they're miserable, but they feel like that's what they need to do. That's the only way. And you know, I'm just gonna do me. And you know, I want YouTube to be my job. So, but I don't want it to feel like a job. I want to enjoy it. So I'm wanting to go to Mexico and just live for super cheap and just be able to make vlogs and do live streams and just try a bunch of different shit. And yeah, see what happens. But I don't want a job. Not a standard job. Not a job in the standard sense here in the U.S. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Hey,
What are you doing?
my dog keeps trying to steal my shoes, man. Play with your toys. Play with your toys. Not my shoes, not my socks, okay? Hey, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, dude. My dog is crazy, man. Hey, don't bite me. Don't bite me. I don't know what you're supposed to do with a dog that is aggressive. My dog. What do you want? What do you want? Ay, ay, ay. What kind of job do you want? Gulnaz? Any ideas? Dogs still want to play, I see. Yeah, I just don't know what to do, you know? Like I can only throw a toy so much, you know? I have to go and pick him back up. He'll be interested for a while. Right now he's eating his squeaky toy, luckily. But he keeps trying to eat my shoes and stuff. Sir, are you Muslim? Today I saw your content. Listen, recitation of Holy Quran. I am not Muslim. I'm not religious. But I respect religion. I respect Islam. I had a lot of great experiences in Malaysia. It was my first time in a Muslim country, and it's very beautiful. I really it was really nice hearing like the Muslim call to prayers, like the singing. It was very beautiful. But no, I'm not Muslim. I'm not anything religion wise. But yeah. Are you Muslim, Gulnaz? I assume so. I think a lot of Pakistan is actually I I have it pulled up right here. Wikipedia, Pakistan, officially the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Fifth most populous country. Oh my gosh. Second largest Muslim population as of 2023. Islamabad is the nation's capital. But why? But why what? What do you mean? Yes, I'm Muslim. But why are you not religious? I feel that fundamentally I am not the type of person to like I have a lot of friends that are religious and stuff, and like we talk about this often sometimes. A lot of people in the US are Christian. But yeah, I feel that it doesn't make sense to me. I feel that science is our best, is the closest objective understanding we can have of the world. I'm not atheist. I don't think that it's certainly impossible. But I would describe myself as agnostic. I don't know if you know what that word is, agnostic. It basically means like I neither believe in God, but I also don't believe that it's impossible for there to be a God. Just think about just think about it. Who created? I've thought about it. I've thought about it a lot. I don't think it's impossible for there to be a God, but yeah, I don't know. I think just it's not something I can believe for sure, you know? Who created man from a clot of blood? Yeah, I mean, I think there's just a fundamental difference in how we experience the world. Like, I think, you know, for myself, I prioritize like science and like scientific understanding. And yeah, I feel like that that's right for me. Going with what science can best tell us, you know? But, you know, I respect anyone's beliefs. That's just my belief, that's my experience, that's how I've experienced the world. And that can change, who knows? But yeah, as of now, I am not religious. That's not to say I'm not like spiritual. I think there's a lot of things that science is limited in understanding, and there's a lot of things that humans can't explain. And you know, it's a marvelous world we are in, a marvelous existence we have. It's a beautiful life we have. And so I hope there's some greater meaning to it. But you know, I think regardless, you know, whatever happens is what happens. You know, we're all gonna die. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I think it doesn't matter so much. What I want to focus on more is being a good person and living a fulfilling, impactful life. Who makes science? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, there's limits. There's limits to science, for sure. It's a strange world we live in. and a lot of it is hard to explain. So, who knows? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I think it doesn't matter so much. I think I want to focus on just living my life. Sorry. Sorry for what? What are you sorry for? Sorry, but think about it. I have. I've thought about it a lot. But I appreciate your passion. It sounds like you really value your faith. I respect it. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Yeah. 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 I don't know. If only you guys could smell what I could smell. Ha ha ha. This smells really good. But you can't smell what I can smell. But anyways. Yeah. How is life in Pakistan today? And why are you up so late? Isn't it like 4 a.m. for you, Gulnaz? What time is it in Pakistan? You know what is this? What is what? What is this? What is what? Is it an emoji? It's not a bracelet. Are you referring to this? Oh, I see. I think I get what you're saying. I know in like Thailand, China, probably other parts of Asia, it might serve as like a prayer bead or something. Maybe Buddhism. I think it might be related to Buddhism. For me, I just like the smell. I really like the smell. It smells like wood. It has a very calming, nice smell to it. And I like, I don't know, I like how it looks. I like fiddling it with it too. I like touching it, playing with it, doing this. I don't know. It's just fun. For yeah? What does that mean? It's Tasbih? 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 It's called Tasbih. Like this type of bracelet is called a Tasbih. In what language? Which language? English? In Arabic? Let me look this up. Tasbih. Tasbih. Arabic. Form of dhikr? that involves a repetitive utterance praising Allah. It is often repeated a certain number of times using either the fingers of the right hand or something. Or the misbaha to keep track of counting. It's not only bracelet, it's tasbih. I see. Yeah, I think this one is I bought it in China. I think this one's used for, I mean, maybe it's used for Buddhism, but I just wear it for, I don't know, it's just calming, it's nice, I like having it, but I don't use it in a religious sense. Let me see. That's a common thing though, like in Christianity too. They're called prayer beads, or like a rosary. It's like a necklace. It's yeah, I think we see it in a lot of different religions. Let me see what it is called in Buddhist bracelet. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of cultures, a lot of countries have bracelets, use bracelets as like for prayer, right? Counting each bead. I don't know what they're called in Buddhism though. But yeah. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 hours. 3 hours and 7 minutes. Might have to take a break soon, or finish for the day. It's been a long time on here. I don't know where Ezio is. He hasn't joined in today. A few other people too, yesterday. But yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. Give me a second. You have too much knowledge of computer sciences, but you are not Muslim. Computer sciences. I don't know any computer science. Actually, I kind of do. Please search Dr. Zakir Naik. Who is that? Or I'll look him up. Zakir Naik. Indian Islamic public orator who focuses on comparative religion. He is the founder and president of the Islamic Research Foundation and Peace TV. Well-known figure in the Islamic world, and while he does not claim to be a follower of any one school of thought in Islam, he is most closely associated with the Salafi school of thought. What do you think of Zakir Naik? Naik is currently a wanted fugitive in India, where in 2016 the authorities charged Naik for money laundering while he was abroad in Malaysia. Naik did not return to India and became a permanent resident of Malaysia. Naik denies all charges. The National Investigation Agency unsuccessfully attempted to issue an Interpol Red Notice for his arrest due to insufficient evidence. Naik's Peace TV is banned in India, Bangladesh, Canada, Sri Lanka, and the United Kingdom under hate speech laws. Huh. Interesting. Founder of Peace TV. Oh, he has a YouTube channel? Interesting. Every question in your mind, he clearly answers. Sounds like an interesting guy. He has a YouTube channel, surprisingly. A lot of subscribers. Yeah, I mean, I'll have a browse. Maybe I'll give one a try. But, I don't know. I feel like I not force you, I requested you please listen, Dr. Zakir Naik. I see. No, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll consider it. I think just fundamentally, I feel like fundamentally I can't believe any religion, you know? Like, I feel like there are many, like, I feel that every religion feels they're correct. And, you know, I don't know. I feel like there's hundreds, if not thousands, tens of thousands of religions out there. I feel like they can't all be right. But yeah. You are too good. Well, that's the thing. I feel like... Okay, but listen. I feel like you can be a good person and not be religious. I feel that you don't need to be religious to be a good person. But yeah. I don't know. I appreciate the concern. But yeah, it's just not something it's not something, like, it's something I've thought a lot about. And, you know, for now I have my mind made up. That might change in the future, but I think if I'm to change, it will come from a desire to change, if that makes sense. So, not something I'm too interested in talking about right now, or thinking about, I suppose. But yeah. Man, I'm at the 3 hour, 15-minute mark. I think I might wrap up soon. I've been doing this for a very long time. But yeah. I think in 4 minutes, I think I'll wrap up at the 100, no, at the 200-minute mark. 3 hours and 20 minutes. It's a long time. I think I need to go eat, take a break, do some other stuff. Might play a little guitar real quick. Okay, take a break. Yeah. I play guitar. I think I'll I don't know how well my guitar picks up, but I'm gonna play a little something for you guys. Ah. I think it's a little out of tune. Good econ song. Smake that? Smack that? Nice. Thank you. Alright, we're at the 200-minute mark. It's been 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's a long time. I think it's about time I do something else, take a little break. But thank you everyone for coming on in, chatting, visiting, liking the video, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna head on out of here. But yeah, hope everyone has a great day or a great night in Pakistan. Sir, you know Hindi guitar? I don't. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. I don't know if anyone's there besides Gulnaz. It might just be Gulnaz. But take care, Gulnaz. Have a good night. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Have a good night. Take care. Peace. Love you. Wow. I appreciate that. I would say it back, but I have a girlfriend, so I can only love her. But thank you for your appreciation and your affection. Take care.